sucker. What up, brahs? We're on the Dirty 6 today. Somebody was in the comments a couple videos ago like, I miss the wheelies. I'm like, what are you talking about, I miss the wheelies? I wheelie every day, all the time. But then I realized, like, besides this video, the last 9 videos, there's not been a single wheelie. But, you know, done by me anyway. Which is pretty funny because I wheelie every day all the time. It's just necessarily I don't video me riding and wheeling every day all the time. Well, we're on the Dirty 6 today, so obviously we got a wheelie. Grab 4th, grab 5th, grab 6th, chillin', little dip, little one-hander action, state trooper, give him a wave, keep chillin'. That's how you do it. You got power. You can put this bad boy in 6th gear and cruise at 60 like it's nothing. Today's video is a Q&A. I did a Q&A like, when was it? I don't know. It was like a year ago. So I posted on Instagram, and I had to like scribble through a bunch of them because some of them I just don't want to answer, or they're not that good of a question, or whatever. But I'm sorry, brahs, I would answer all of the questions, but there's like 150 jillion questions, so we got to limit it down to like maybe 20, 30, somewhere in there. Okay, first question. Let's see. What made you start riding the way you ride? Get hyped. But what are the origins? I guess the origins would be, ever since I was little, I was always like trying to max out everything all the time. All the time, all my dirt bikes, always be trying to max them out. I'd go take my dirt bike through the woods and I'd try to go as fast as I could through the trail I had, and all that stuff about that. I don't know, that just kind of carried over to the street, basically. Everything I do on a bike, I want to do it really good, efficiently and fast, and yeah, I guess that's the origins of where it came from. It's just this burn, urge in me to be really good at it. If I take a turn too slow or whatever, it bothers me. The next question, since I read it, it was something about how about them vaccines or something. Say no vaccines, brahs. Ever since this whole thing started with vaccines and you know the words I can't say because YouTube and stuff, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I never got it. I like never wore a mask, and I'm not vaccinated. I still haven't got it, and a lot of my friends had it. One of my friends had it just the other day, and he was still tested positive, and yet we went to Colorado together. Jeremy. You get to whipping through this stuff, boy. Just say whip, 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 whip. And then we whip, and then whip, and then we whip again. Let's see. What would you do if police helicopter started following you? Okay, if police helicopters follow me personally, depending on what bike I'm on, like police helicopters can normally go about 130 or so, depending on the wind and stuff. So like, if the situation was good enough where the wind's blowing pretty hard in one direction, I'm gonna ride in that direction. Whichever way the wind's going, I'm gonna ride into it, because I'll be able to go way faster than 130 in the wind. Is that close enough? It's sketchy, but I got it. But yeah, now, so I'll ride into the wind, or if I had something slow, I would ride like in downtown so I can hide around all the buildings, or any of the above. Go to airport. Those places all work pretty good for getting away from helicopters. What's your gnarliest high school experience? Well, I was homeschooled, so a whole lot happened. What? Hell yeah, dude, I'm finna get him! Where? I don't see a cop. Nice ass guy. Let me know. Oh, there he is. What's up, dude? See that, brahs? Can't do nothing, brahs. We in traffic. Ooh, I'm a menace to society, boys. Yeah, I was homeschooled, so I don't really, you know, I slept half the day, did school for 2-3 hours, and then I rode a motorcycle, and that was it. It's pretty gnarly, isn't it? See, how old are you? 30! 30, brahs! I'm an old man, but I act like a young man. It's crazy. Got more energy than guys half my age. Let's see. Live your video. See, brah, do you watch anime? Yeah, man. Favorite? Okay. Say one of my favorites is gonna have to be like Initial D. Really like that one, or like Attack on Titan. I don't know what I would pick. I think I'd pick Initial D out of those two. It's just wholesome. Initial D is pretty wholesome and pretty gnarly. The driving, the cars, the fun stuff. Although, I don't know, does Dragon Ball Z count? Dragon Ball Z, I listen to it in the English version, so I don't really count it as anime, even though it is anime, but I listen to it in English, you know? All these other ones, I listen to it in Japanese, so I kind of count those, but I don't count Dragon Ball Z because I like the American version better. So, yeah, I don't know. If it counts, even though it's in English, Dragon Ball Z is definitely my favorite. How do you feel about quitting your job and doing YouTube full-time? It's great! I don't do it necessarily full-time. I help Riley a lot, and I definitely need to, because he needs help and I need extra money, so it all works out really well. But for the most part, yeah, it's full-time YouTube. It's going great. It's going great. I started hitting the gym and stuff. I kind of got my schedule straightened up a little bit now. Going to the gym. Brah's trying to get his legs working again. My legs, ever since I've crashed so many times, or pretty much every one of my crashes, my knees have just planted the ground and they're just screwed up. So kind of trying to rehab those, get them working good again, so whenever I jump around on the bike it'll feel better, because right now it feels like I'm doing it with little chicken legs. Brad, will you ever come to the UK? Okay, that's a generic question basically, because a lot of people ask, will you ever come here, there, here? I want to go everywhere, Brad. Overseas, all the places. Eventually, when it becomes possible, I'm gonna go to Australia, hang out with my Aussies. The UK, hang out with the UK brahs. Canada, hang out with the Canada brahs. Except y'all's Prime Minister probably will never let me in because I'm not getting vaccinated. Yeah. Y'all's Prime Minister's garbage. I may kick him out of there. I don't know what y'all are doing, but anyway, yeah, I want to go everywhere. A lot of brahs ask me if I'm coming to LA. It's like, man, with y'all's gas prices and how expensive everything is over there, I don't know if I'd be able to stand it. I'd lose my mind. Be like, it costs how much to do what? Y'all got a food tax. Like, what kind of communist place is that anyway? Do you ever feel scared? Sometimes when I'm riding really fast, I think about, boy, it'd suck if something bad happened, but most of the time I'm really concentrated on the fact of riding fast and taking care of my business and not crashing, you know, so I don't have time. There's no time for fear when you're doing your business. And then sometimes after like the oil filter coming off, I got a little paranoid, so I was kind of like, I wouldn't say scared, but I was like extra cautious, paranoid, like paying attention to how the bike feels, making sure there's not like fluids on the wheels or anything, you know. Do you think women should be allowed to choose which babies live and die? No, definitely not. Save all the babies. And I think that whole conversation is a bad conversation. I think abortion is just wrong in general, right? And I think that the conversation needs to happen beforehand. Why do all these women end up pregnant that don't want kids? And some of the women, blue-haired ladies, will lose their minds and be like, it's because of incest and rape. That's a big chunk of abortions. It's not. It's like 3% of all abortions are because of incest and rape, and the rest is all convenience. It's all young people getting pregnant, not wanting their kid, or older people that already have their kids not wanting their kid, or blah 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 blah. There's you can look up this stuff. You can find it on the interwebs. A lot of studies have been done on it. Anyway, so the conversation, I feel like, needs to be held beforehand. Like, we shouldn't be talking about why abortion should or shouldn't be legal. It should be illegal, and people shouldn't just be getting pregnant as much to be having all these kids. You cover it up, or, you know, if you're running the risk of getting her pregnant, accept the responsibility of getting her pregnant and deal with it. It's just part of being an adult. But now we live in this culture of America where everything is like, yeah, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Your life is stressful, it shouldn't be. Like, it's this like worry-free, guilt-free kind of garbage make-believe land that everybody wants to live in. It's not the reality of the world, and you need to accept the actions, the consequences of your actions. That involves getting pregnant, because, like I said, the majority of all abortions are simply out of convenience. Just off the top of my head, I remember some guys telling me about this girl that went to a school that I would have went to if I wasn't homeschooled. And that girl in particular had 3 abortions all in the same year. Like, why wouldn't her parents just put her on birth control at some point? And she was like, I think 15 or something. Like, how, you know what I mean? There's something really wrong going on there before the fact that she went and got an abortion. Something needs to be going on beforehand. You get what I'm saying? Like, the topic should not be centered around abortion. It should be centered around, like, why are all these people getting pregnant, not wanting kids? Why are these kids getting pregnant and obviously not wanting their kids because they're still freaking kids? Like, who's allowing this? How's this happening? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we're going to leave that subject because I could talk about that for years. Downshift, 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 downshift. Okay. What's the best bike you think for the city riding? Any of the naked bikes. Basically, all naked bikes are all good for city riding. It's just comfy and smoother and blah, blah, blah. When did your love for riding come about? Or is it when? Yeah, when. Well, my dad, you know, we used to go camping and dirt biking and all that kind of stuff when we were younger. So I always had dirt bikes and stuff. Oh, come on, dude. Dude, you suck. I'm going around you because you're not. Garbage. And cut. I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating. Cheating, 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 cheating. I'm cheating the line because I'm a cheater. Cheater, cheater, cheater. How did you start your channel? Well, my buddies back in the day, it'd be Special K, Matt the Martian, Bodo Nacho, who else? I think that was it. They all had channels, and I wanted to do it just for kicks and giggles, for funsies. So I started making videos for funsies. I'd upload like once a week. Yeah, that's how it came about. And then, like, whenever I met Maxie and started talking to him, he's like, dude, you need to take this serious and you'll gain more traction if you start taking it serious and monetize yourself and blah, 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 blah. So I did all that, and yeah, so I've been taking it serious for, I guess, 2 years, almost 2 years now, something like that. And yeah, you can see where we're at. We're moving along. 80K. Any routine maintenance besides the normal stuff, being oil, brakes, tires, etc. Yeah, that's basically it. Check your bolts. Check your important bolts, like your foot peg bolts. Sometimes those come loose. And your kickstand bolts. Sometimes those come loose. For me, I gotta check the cage bolts, make sure they're good. Your rotors, the bolts for your rotors, check those. Most of them are all Loctite, like red Loctite, but I've had a back foot brake, the back rotor come loose before. So, and if it's loose and starts yanking around and you're wheeling, it's gonna fade out your foot brake because it'll be making a whole lot of friction, a whole lot of heat without you doing anything, and then you'll start using it, and then you're gonna loop. So yeah, check bolts. Make sure your chain's tight. I'm always checking my chain. My chain's got 1.5 inches of play always. Normally just a tinge under 1.5 inches. Like my chain, I run them pretty tight. What is hands down the best fast food to eat before going 180 miles an hour? Well, Adam, you already know the answer. It is Whataburger. It's always Whataburger. How do you convince your parents to let you get a motorcycle? That's like directed to me as if I had to convince my parents or something, but I feel like you're a young kid and you're trying to convince your parents, and that's why you're asking. So, I'm going to answer it that way. don't try to just buy a motorcycle if you're a young guy, young man, young woman. Don't just try to buy a motorcycle for a daily. They're just not practical for a daily, and you're never going to convince your parents of that. And you don't want to be pissing your parents off, especially if you still live there and all that jazz, right? So buy like a small little pickup, like that little green Chevrolet Silverado right there, or a little Ranger pickup or something small, or some rinky-dink small car, and then try to convince them to let you get a motorcycle. Because the motorcycle becomes a toy where you ride it, you know, to your friend's house after work or on the weekends or whatever. You don't have to ride it every day, and that'll make them feel better about it. So that's what I say to that. Definitely don't try to make a motorcycle your only vehicle. Next question! Let's see, out of all the bikes you have ridden, blah blah blah, which is your favorite all-time experience? Okay, the way you asked. Oh no, I locked it. God dang it! The way you asked, that's a good way to ask it. Like, because I couldn't tell you my favorite bike, but I can tell you my favorite experiences. Have to be the H2 or be the HP4. Beamer HP4, that was a great experience. That's a, you know, very expensive bike, pretty rare bike. Ow! Rock! I've been hit! I've been shot! My leg! Ow! 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 Oh, that hurt! Come off that stupid trailer. The Beamer, the HP4, and Harley, look out! Have to be the Yamaha Nightkin, the three-wheeled Yamaha. Have to be that. Later, dude, you're so fast, dude. Anyway, yeah, Yamaha Nightkin, that thing was crazy. That's quite the experience, especially wheeling it. Like, if I had dumb money, I would buy one just to wheelie and have people freak out, be like, what the heck is this three-wheeled motorcycle wheeling? So yeah, I'd have to say that. Ever ran from cops? Definitely not. When are the new, what is that, t-shirt dropping? Keep up the good work, Brad. Thanks, dude. You know, if I upload this, what day is this? Tuesday. If I upload this tonight, they're dropping tomorrow. If it's Wednesday, they're dropping at noon. So yeah, Gixxer.com. The shirts, I have a limited number. I have less than 100. I think I got like 80 to sell. So yeah, gotta get them while you get them. Limited edition. I'm wearing one right now. They're pretty awesome. I'm thoroughly happy with the way they turned out. They're really comfy, stretchy shirts. They're just nice, and they're longer too. So like, I hate it when I buy shirts and then I wash them, and then they shrink up, you know, and then it's like barely above your belt. These things, after washing them, are like a good 2 inches below your belt. That's coming from a big, tall guy torso, you know. So if you're a tall dude, yeah, it's good. Could you tell me what microphone you're on your helmet? It's like the Squid, I think is what it's called, or something along those lines. And of course I've modified it a little bit, adding some extra sound dampening, because as fast as I go I need a lot of wind dampener so that y'all just hear my voice. I don't have to scream and it doesn't come through all fuzzy. Like right now the wind's blowing heavily in my face and I'm getting whipped all over the place, and we're going like 65 or something, and y'all, I'm sure y'all can hear me just fine. I'm using a normal voice. How many times have you fallen? When did you start riding? I already answered the riding part. Falling? I don't know how many times. A couple times. Most of them y'all have seen. There's 1 or 2 wrecks before YouTube that y'all didn't see, but most everything, if you check my YouTube, look for the I crashed or recovering or blah blah blah, you'll see every time I had a loop, or not necessarily a loop, but something went wrong. I've watched your YouTube since 10K subs. Happy to see how you've come, man. Appreciate it, dude. That's OG brah back then. 10K, I remember past that. That was well over a year ago. Why no Super Battle? Money. What are your plans for the future? Ripping, dude. Lots of ripping. I got lots of big video ideas, but unfortunately it's a little harder to do them because I need 3 people. Me, you know, and 2 other guys, being Riley and Jared, pretty much. Just FYI, it's gonna be Riley and Jared. Those are the only dudes that can help me with this stuff. So I got these videos, but I need them to help me do it. So the channel's gonna hopefully push over to doing these bigger scale videos, since I have this time now on my hands to think about them and do them. But it's just kind of hard to get, you know, the guys. Let's see if we can get neutral. No clutch neutral. Let's go. Have you ever been to a track? No. Is speeding your thing, or do you Let's see, or you really just love stunning. I love it all, dude. I love it all. Every aspect, part of it, I love it. I want to speed, I want to wheelie, I want to go slow, I want to do circles, I want to do run with burnouts, I don't know, I want to go 200 miles an hour, I want to scrape for 500 feet, like, I want to do it all, everything, all of it. I want the motorcycle to do everything it physically can do, because I'm that talented. That's where I'm trying to get, and I love all of it. So when I was full system, can't make up my mind, I have cash for a full system. Man, if you hollow out the cat, you don't need a full system. The headers aren't going to be that much bigger. It won't make that big of a difference. As long as you hollow out the cat, the sound will all sound good. But yeah, if you want like the most purest of sound, then get a full system. But my bike is stock headers, and I hollowed out the cats and have M4 slip on. Like, it sounds fine. It sounds like a crotch rocket. My thoughts on the Daytona 600R compared to Japanese 600s. Looks, performance, sound. Honestly, 675R is probably, I mean, it's definitely one of the better looking bikes. Performance, man, you can't beat the Japanese bikes. They're tried and true. Triumphs are a little fidgety. Stuff will go wrong with them. They're really cool, but stuff will go wrong with them, and you will be waiting for parts overseas. But Japanese bikes, everything is freaking at AutoZone practically. It's so common. Sound, it sounds incredible. Inline 3 sound incredible, but I think the FZ09 sounds better. And if they come out with an R9, which I think they are, that's gonna sound even better. That's gonna be incredible. I can't wait. I'll own that bike. I'll buy that bike. If I have money, I'll buy it. Do you seriously think you can break 188 miles an hour? Yes. I tried to do another run on the ZX14 because I posted a video of me banging off the rev limiter in 6th on my Instagram, and I realized that I could just put the GPS on it and see how fast it goes. So I did, and it went exactly 188 miles an hour on the rev limiter, which is really funny that it wouldn't go. It wasn't gonna be, it can't, it physically cannot go any faster than that, which sucks. But I mean, if we were to change the gearing of that thing, it would definitely go faster with ease. It has so much, that ZX14 that we have right now is definitely tuned. It only has 7,000 miles, but it's definitely been dyno tuned, because it just ran in, like, the video got deleted somehow. I don't know how. My GoPro freaked out and deleted all the footage, but it was incredible. The video was going to be great. I'm sorry y'all didn't get to see it. Otherwise it would have, it's been a minute. You're going to see by this upload from the last upload. It's because there was supposed to be a video a couple days ago of the ZX14 doing 188, except the freaking stuff got all deleted, and I was like, well crap, now I got to make another video, blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah, so point being, we're gonna break it. The ZX10 still has more in it, because I never hit redline in 6 with the ZX10, so maybe soon I'll be able to go grab it again and then make a run when it's not so windy. Problem is, it's just been so, it was always so windy every time I tried to take that bike out. Ooh, fan meetup, pay attention to my Instagram. It's gonna be this next month, within a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. Oh, this is important too. I'll answer this one. How did you deal with the death of your friend Jacob? And if y'all don't know, Jacob was one of the guys in the riding group that we were all pretty close, and he got in an accident on his CBR-RR, crashed and died. And that CBR-RR is the CBR-RR that you see me on that's naked at the house. Me and Riley kind of pitched in a little money here, a little money there, and we got it running, put it back together. It needed a new rim, needed new forks, things like that. Got it all back together, and yeah, how we dealt with it, how I dealt with it, I don't know, man. We all met up, all of us guys, the day it happened, and just literally cried about it and talked about him. And yeah, we had a memorial ride for him, and then we all rode at his funeral. It was how cold was it? It was like 29 degrees. It was freezing. But anyway, you know, we all just banded together, all of us bike buddies, and now we hardly even, none of us talk to each other really. The only ones I still talk to are that dude in there, Riley. But you know, I don't know, we just banded together at the time and stayed close, and you know, we're all there for each other, and yeah, we got through it all. It was pretty rough. It was pretty sad, because you know, that was back when when I first started riding and stuff, so it was all pretty fresh. To have somebody that young, he was 18 or 19, just go out like that. That was it. So yeah, can't find the question, but the question was, what do you want people to remember you by? And I want people to remember me as like a freaking legend on YouTube. My personal life is obviously different, yeah, but on YouTube, I want to be remembered as, I don't know, just kind of a legend, kind of like the Ghostbuster guy, or Ghostbuster, Ghost Rider, kind of like that. But I want to be more popular than he was. Even he was early YouTube days. So yeah, I want to be like that, real legendary. Just everybody remember me being a straight beast on the bike. And yeah, that's it. And I want to try to change the bike scene as much as I can to be more accepting of the stuff that happens, you know, to get rid of this I'm a victim mentality of most of the bikers that ride around, punch mirrors that get cut off. Cars can't see you when you're in a whole nother car. Accidents happen like that all the time. On a bike it's even worse, and you should expect it to be that way and shouldn't freak out when cars can't see you, because it just can't. So yeah, I'm gonna put this thing up. Anyway, alright, Braves, love you, Braves. Sorry I couldn't get to all the questions. There's way too many questions. But anyway, I'll see you on the next video, Braves.